If you want a great career, you're going to have to create it. This is Forward Tilt by Praxis.
Several years ago, the organization I was working for had a board meeting. And in that meeting, the discussion was about how to find and identify top-level talent, the kind of people worth investing in. And this one board member who didn't speak up very often was quite an older gentleman. He'd been in the world of business for a long, long time, and he spoke up and he said, "You know, at my company, what we've done for all these years, we look for forward tilt. You either have it or you don't. And those who have it, we want. And those who don't, we don't want to work with." And somebody asked him, "Well, what is forward tilt?" And he said, in the interview, when you're interviewing someone, do they sit up straight? Do they sit back in their chair? Or do they lean forward over the table, tilting toward you, toward the opportunity, because they're so eager and excited for this challenge? That's forward tilt, and that's what we want. That stuck with me to this day. I think about that every day. We use that throughout Praxis. I use that in my own life. And what I love about this, it's so beautiful because it's so visceral. It's such a gut instinctive way to get at that quality. Because it's different than mastering the way to format a resume or listing the right bullet points or studying how to best answer challenging interview questions. It's not about studying or getting the right answer. It's a physical change that comes out of someone. It's something that mentality, if it's so deep in your core, you can't sell it or hide it. It just bleeds out of you. It literally alters your physical composition. Your body moves differently because the energy is coming out of you. It's overflowing. It's bubbling out of you so profusely that it forces you to physically manifest somehow by leaning forward. This is not a practiced thing. People with forward tilt don't even know that they're doing it. It's just who they are. It's coming out of them, and it's forcing them to lean forward, to be so eager that they express it physically. I love that. I love that picture. I love that concept. And that is what Praxis is all about, and that's what this podcast is all about. If you have forward tilt, if you have that desire, that eagerness to grab life by the horns, to take on meaningful challenges, to build things, to create, to go after what you want, if you can't help but get physically excited at the idea of doing awesome stuff, building things, helping to bring a vision to fruition, your own or somebody else's, this podcast is for you. If you've got that forward tilt, we're going to help you learn how to use it, how to put it to use, how to apply that energy in specific ways. Now, if you don't have forward tilt, or if you don't know if you do, stick around. You may discover that there's an ember underneath all that cold ash. There's an ember that can be fanned into flame. You've got forward tilt that's latent. It's waiting to be awoken, or maybe it's awakened. I'm not sure the grammatically correct one there. That forward tilt is waiting to be awakened, but you've never had a meaningful challenge to bring it alive. You've kind of just been following rules or doing boring things. You've never been put in a context that draws it out of you. That's a possibility. I've seen that more times than you might expect. So if you have forward tilt, stick around. We're going to help you learn to apply it, and we're going to have a lot of fun. If you don't know, stick around as well. See if something grabs you and inspires you and starts to awaken that in you. See if an idea can capture you enough that you can't help but physically manifest your excitement. That's what this podcast is all about, and we want to take that forward tilt and we want to turn it up and figure out how to apply it to build the kind of life that you want to live.
Want more Forward Tilt? Go to discoverpraxis.com/forward tilt to get a free ebook and every episode delivered to your inbox.